What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and Julian is back. You couldn't stay away
Couldn't stay away.
because actually it wouldn't be a better time to just stay away from the channel,
Oh,
considering the non-news. But it is what it is. We're gonna do what we always have done since the channel started in the summer with a list of players. We did it in a different type of way usually, or we
yeah.
did it like free agents or like opportunities. It's kind of similar. It's about I asked Julian, obviously off air, which players we should target, or he thinks we should target, considering our current, I don't know, unknown situation when it comes to
Yeah.
financial, uh, money, whatever you want to call it. So we're gonna go over that. He will explain why, and we will get into that talk. But first off, are you hyped about not your own names, but the club's names?
Man, I'm gonna be so honest with you. Every time I wake up in the morning, before I go to work and before I get my kid up, I scroll Bianconeri zone. I say, "Oh, what do we link to today?" And then I shut my phone off almost instantly. I'm saying I don't either believe it that that's true, or I'm so sad that it might happen. Like, because the names are like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's sad.
It's yeah, it's sad, or it's just it's sad. Or when I read the newspapers, I'm like, that's sad, or I'm like, why did we sack Juntuli at this point? Like, what was
Yes.
actually really the point? Actually want to know what happened, because it's more about transfers, right? Something crazy has happened, because I don't know. It feels like Komoli just cleaned up or opened Juntuli's locker, and Juntuli forgot his transfer list in it, and he was like, you know what? Nah, I'm just gonna use it, and that's how it is right now. So that's why we, or you, not we, you,
Yeah.
are gonna put the GM, like as I say in
GM
North
hat on.
America,
Yep.
GM hat on. You have it on. So I asked you a couple of players, positions. Basically, what
Yeah.
do you think uh, can improve us? Realistic options, maybe options, not maybe. I've seen the
Yeah.
names that are not really in the mainstream media. I think that's more fun as well for the people watching.
Yeah.
So you can go. You can start with your first name position.
Before we start again, like just again this morning, I saw Frank Cassier, and I was like, "Is it 2022? Like, what's going
2022.
on?"
I thought it was 2019 on my video,
Oh,
so
okay. Yeah.
it could be. It could be
Yeah.
2022. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So like just to start off, like, oh my god, again. But no, this is under the assumption that we're doing 3-4-2-1 with Tudor, right?
yeah,
The way he's plays, the way he's been playing since he got here, and how he's played in the past with his other clubs. I pretty much took one player in each position, like a center back, a wing back, a center mid, an attacker, let's say like one of those roaming tens, and a striker. And I have to, like as you said, go on the fly here because Osimhen was my impact
yeah.
striker that I thought we were going to get or we could possibly get, and now we got to make do with someone else. But I didn't touch the goalkeeper because, again, I think De Gregorio's more than capable of holding the fort down. So I'm not even going to discuss it. The backup goalie, I actually don't care at all. You can get, I'd
Same.
rather a youth player at this point. Like Dafara, sure, put him in. So I guess we'll start off with a wing back. Since, and again, I made this list before, like the Alberto Costa thing was like actually a thing. So it's funny that I chose a right wing back,
Yeah,
or a right back, but it's Josip Stanisic from Bayern Munich. I don't know if anyone's familiar with him, but he's a right-sided defensive slash wing back. He can play both, and he's attacking and defending. He's smart. He's a smart player. He's Croatian, European trained. Obviously, Tudor would probably know him. Um, he's not as dynamic as Costa would be, but he's way better defensively. And this would, if Costa was to stay, this was under the assumption that he was going to stay and not leave right away. But that would create probably a decent competition there for that side. Like Stanisic, Costa, you can probably, like against Inter, you'd start Stanisic. Against Lecce, I forget if they're stayed up or not, but you can
yeah,
play
they did.
Costa against, yeah, you can play against, Costa could play against Lecce or whatever. And then you grow and you grow and you grow together. He's not that old either. I think he's like 26, 25 or something like that.
I
So
think
like
he's yeah,
he fits that age bracket or whatever. Is like not too old, and he's not a young kid right now. And then the only issue again is we tried to make it realistic, right? But since he's like a not a bench warmer on their team, but he doesn't. He's not a regular starter, let's say. So maybe you can pry him for 20 mil, and then his contract is at 3.25 right now per season, which is I think stomachable for this club. So
It should be. It should
yeah,
be. Because actually he doesn't really play, or I haven't watched him because every time I watch Bayern, he's not playing for some
yeah,
reason, or maybe
yeah,
it's just like I picked the wrong games. So I haven't really followed him at Bayern.
yeah,
But then again, I don't think it's easy to start at Bayern
yeah.
as well. So maybe that's not really fair, because when people say, "Oh, he doesn't play for that team," I'm like, yeah, but he's being banned by player X, and player X is just he's just top
Like
top. So
let's think about it. It could be Kimmich one day because they really
yeah,
need him to start, even though he plays central midfield as well. Or it could be Conrad Leimer, who they want for their work rate and all that stuff to cover for their attacking more advanced players. Like when Davies plays left back, Leimer's most certainly playing right back because he's athletic. Because Davies pushes on, right? Stuff like that. Like for us, he'd be probably a mainstay, to be honest. If he
I think
like again,
at this point,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh, for sure. But
yeah,
at this point, at this stage, I agree. Like that's a name. Uh, that's one of the names that never popped up in the media because right now, like you said, you made that list before the Alberto Costa
yeah.
news kind of, uh, I don't know what the idea is right now. I'm gonna be
Oh,
completely
dude,
honest.
yeah,
I I have and I'm not sure what the club wants because you cannot bring Timothy Weah back after what happened and his
no,
agent came back. And period. Even if that didn't happen, he's not good enough. So period. That shouldn't happen. You should be upgrading. But now you move on Alberto Costa, who I didn't view as a starter going into
no,
next
that's
season
yeah,
because he cannot defend. Like, and when I say not, I'm not
at
saying
all.
loosely. He cannot. And when I say defend, he cannot read situations where it's like
Yeah,
you're watching and you're like, that pass is coming, just stick, and he's like, nope, I'm just gonna make that run, and I'm like, why? Like
the Man City game like sticks out like
the
a
Man
sore thumb,
City game, I'm like, it was happening
man.
over and over again. I'm
Yeah,
like, come on, like at one point, just stay put. Don't attack the random space you get where it's obvious what's going to happen. So I
yeah,
don't view them as a starter, but I also do not understand the situation. What we're planning to do right now? Are we bringing in two players? Are we moving Cambiasso to that side? But then again, then you still need cover on the other side, and those positions are changing. Would you agree? Because when I look at Hakimi and players like that, even Pep, he went for Cambiasso. He's not going for Cambiasso. He went for he
right,
signed
Nuri.
Nuri. It's
Yeah,
different. It's different. So is that positioning changing again? More physical. I don't know. Like all that
yeah, man. I
inverting and
think
stuff. It feels like it's changing
who
again.
who does the how do I put this? The mainstream fans, right? They think Denzel Dumfries is a good right back.
Yeah, for
Do you
sure.
understand?
But
Like, you understand what I'm trying to say? Like me, you and I,
yeah,
we don't think he's very good, but like a lot of people think Denzel Dumfries is a solid right back. And what is he? He contributes goals. Why? Because he's a physical monster, right?
yeah, yeah.
Like Ait Nouri is a not like if he's physical, but he has a nice touch to him. Like that's like upper echelon kind of fullback. I think they're trying to go back to that. Like not put center backs as the fullbacks now again, like he was doing with Gvardiol and like we were doing with Savona. God bless him.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like stuff like
Yeah.
that.
So
Um,
no,
go ahead.
so it's changing, right? Or like
Yes,
I have a feeling it's
it's going
changing
back.
again.
It's coming back. Yeah, it's coming back in
Uh,
style to have like good up and down physical wing players.
hmm. I
But
mean,
again, when we have a 3-4-2-1, we have proper wing backs. We don't have fullbacks. So dude, I am so confused and we'll get into this when I name my tens and what I
yeah,
think is going to happen because I'm so confused with what's happening right now. So,
same.
yeah,
I. It's about money. Well, it's peanuts, yeah, on the books, but still, like you're gonna
yeah,
need to bring in two players because you're moving on Timothy Weah, and I'm so confused. They're gonna keep Kostic. I made my
yeah.
peace. Like
I was going to say that too.
I
Yeah,
will not have peace with it. I will call it out every single
yep,
day if needed throughout the season. But I made my peace with the fact he's going to stay. And that's sad. That's all kind of sad. I cannot even put it into words how sad that is. How that's even
yeah,
possible. I can actually I can believe it, and at the same time, I'm like, I cannot believe this is happening again. But
A contract extension would make me lose my mind.
oh, for sure, like
Yeah,
for sure,
if he's
it would.
staying and there's 1 year left, I'm like, okay, see ya. But
I know I will lose my.
yeah,
I actually lose
like
it.
if I see Costa 2027 on the back of a shirt, I'm like, no, I'm out. Like I can't do it
Same,
because
same.
Cambiaso's getting hurt. But yeah, go.
Oh, it's going to happen. Yeah, it's going
Yeah,
to like
yeah,
even if it's not Cambiaso, injuries happen, and the
yeah,
next one's up. That's when it comes to. And we move on to center backs. That's your next
yeah,
name. When questioners ask, can Rugani stay? I'm like, Rugani can stay if he's fifth option, and you
yeah,
move out Kelly and you move out other players and you bring in decent players. I'm like, he can stay. The moment we remain like this, no, because injury is going to happen.
yeah.
Players like Rugani are going to play, and at one point, the one game he had, good game against, was it against
Real
Real
Madrid.
Madrid,
Yeah,
is going to disappear, and he's going to be the Rugani we send out on loan to Nice, Cagliari, and even those teams were like, no, thank you.
yeah,
Ajax didn't start for one of the shittiest Ajax teams I've ever seen, and when
yeah,
he played, it was a disaster most of the time. And I need to say yes to that. No, I'm not going to do it because if we
yeah,
sign Laporte and other players and Balerdi, whatever, I'm like, he's fifth option. If we need to play him, a lot of injuries need to happen again. And well, we are unlucky, I guess.
yeah.
But if I know Kelly's going to stay, Gatti's going to stay, Bremer coming back from injury, and
Cabal
Rugani's going to stay, and Cabal, who's one
and
month and a
Kalulu.
half behind, and Kalulu, I'm like, please no, like
Yeah.
absolutely not. So you throw your name into the head.
So I think I mention this guy's name every year we do this
Yeah.
because he's right there. He's like literally right there to take. It's Piero Hincapié, the left center back or whatever, left back, left center back kind of hybrid guy
Yeah.
on Bayer Leverkusen. Pretty sure he's Ecuadorian. Um, 2 years left on his contract, and he's making peanuts. I think he makes like 1.9 mil. So like obviously you can even double that with us, and you can convince him probably. You don't even have to give him that much. A great ball player, great tackler, physical, and he becomes the instant starter as a left center back that we've all been wanting forever. Beside Bremer, beside I guess it's Kalulu or Gatti, whatever the plan is for those three. But again, left-footed, great passer of the ball. Look at the metrics. Look at all the green bars you see, and then tough at tackling too. Very good defensively.
I agree. I think he's underrated as well. I never thought
Yeah,
about it, bringing him in, but he is actually underrated. Is bringing a left-sided, left-footed, like center back crucial? Like, is that it needs to happen? Even if how do you need to put it? If the quality, like defensive qualities, are not that high, how crucial is it? Because I've seen reports, and the first thing people say, "Oh, he's left-footed, good." I'm like, yeah, but some of these links, he's left-footed, but he's actually not really a good defender or like
yeah.
an upgrade. So I don't know.
You
Yeah, he
need
can play out from the back, but he cannot defend.
it.
Then what?
It should go like good defender, comfortable on the ball. Bonus if he's left-footed.
I
So like
agree. I think
I put left-footed. Like I just put this guy in because he ticks all the boxes. Like he's like a prime candidate. Again, he might cost 40 mil, and I think that's you can spend that if you sell a couple of players here and there. Think something I thought of today. It's not like a great situation to be in, but going piggybacking off of a left center back. And I saw your video today about Douglas Luiz and West Ham. I'm like, Todibo. It's right there. And I
yeah,
know
but
he's injury prone, but like, are they
yeah.
going to circle back and sniff around there? I'm like, okay, like he's still better than what we got.
Oh, like I mean, a lot of players are better than that's
Yes.
why
Yeah.
when people say, "Oh, but Laporte's 31," I'm like, if he can do a job for 2 years and it gives you,
No, you take Laporte. Yeah.
you take him, even
Yeah.
if like if somebody's like the age thing is an issue, if he gives you 2 solid years and you have some breathing room to actually figure it out, or maybe you move on from Leone and I don't know, but you
Yeah.
figure it out, then you need to take it.
Yep.
When I have an issue is when we are linked with younger players, but the potential are not good enough, and we view them as main guys. I'm looking at
Yep.
them like in 2 years' time, we'll be in the same situation
Yep.
where we still haven't fixed. We haven't fixed. Like we are banking our hopes on Bremer staying fit, and well, I'm praying he does because the club is taking very long to bring him back. And I have no issue with that because the Club World Cup, we're never going to win it. So
Yeah.
I have no issues with that. But it's very, very likely that he's just going to have a little setback here and there. It's like he hasn't played football for a year. It's likely. And it's not something to get angry about. It's just natural.
That's how the
Like,
body.
period.
That's how the body
Yeah,
works.
that's how
He's
it
been
is. So
compensating all of his strength on one leg for like 2-3 months before he started properly rehabbing, and he's gonna pick up hamstring injuries because that's what just happens. You
it's
get you
going.
get ha- you get hamstring injuries when you tear your ACL. That's what happens, man.
I saw an article saying he's training with intensity. That's fine, but that's
Sure.
still that's planned. I don't know how do you need to put it in games. You don't know which intensity. You don't know
Yeah.
which run you're gonna make. Do you need to sprint back
Yeah.
10 times in 5 minutes, or you just chilling for the next 5 minutes? You don't know.
Yep.
Like, it's different. You cannot in training. You plan everything basically. In the game, you don't. That's
Yep.
how he also got injured. You didn't plan that. He just most ridiculous injury I've ever seen, basically.
Yeah.
The way it happened, so it's going to happen, and I hope not, obviously, but banking your hope on that, we need help. But let's see what's
Yeah.
what's going to happen in that. Let's move on to the position you mentioned earlier on
Yeah.
in the stream.
This is the biggest question mark. Like, I've tweeted about this too. So the floating 10 are the two players behind our main striker. So whoever our main striker, let's say David, let's say if Koulibaly comes back, definitely not Osimhen now, but the number 9, where Vlahovic used to play, all that stuff. So Club World Cup, we played with Conceição, which I believe is on the verge of signing again. And this is as of July 14th, 5:00 p.m. my time. So Conceição is on the verge of signing again.
Yeah.
And we have obviously Kenan Yildiz, right? Two wildly different stylistic players and roles. Yildiz is not a touchline winger. Conceição is definitely a born, bred, trained touchline winger. That's not what a roaming 10 does. And I went to a game in the Club World Cup. I saw what was happening. They were in the middle. They were like, where the 18 lines up? That's where their starting position was. On either side, like Yildiz was one side, obviously. Conceição was on the other side. Rarely did they go out wide to a touchline and get the ball and dribble in, because that's why there was Costa. That's why there was Cambiasso. So why are we getting Conceição again? Why do we think, like, is Jadon Sancho a roaming 10 or floating 10? I'm going to ask you that. And then because at Chelsea, he was told to stay touchline. At Dortmund, where was he good? He was good as a floating 10.
Yeah.
Right? So I understand that aspect of it, but like, what is he now?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like,
I don't know what we want.
When we do a live stream, people are like, what do we want to do? I don't know. Like, I really do not know. I don't understand the rumors, because you brought it up. The two behind. Like, is it going to be yielded? Like, because the way we play, you said it early on, because you said on the basis of a 3-4-2-1.
Yeah.
You said the basis. So two behind the strike. Conceição cannot do that. And he just consistently because at one point he's gonna, frustrate the hell out of you. Yes. I think Yildiz can do that. I think Yildiz will control a lot of goals doing that.
Yeah. He's fine.
I think he will.
I'm not worried about him.
Yeah, he will be okay with it. If you bring in Jadon Sancho, naturally, I have a feeling you play Jadon Sancho in that position. Like, that's my natural feeling, rather than Conceição. But then leaves the question: well, what with Conceição is that you're going to be, you're going to change things up. Maybe at
Why
times,
we want both.
like, I don't know. Is it because he's not fixated on one thing, like with the two behind the striker? Maybe at one point he's like, what, gonna mix it up a little bit, and let's say we keep Koulibaly. And I'm gonna play all three. Maybe Yildiz gets the rest, Conceição, David up top, Koulibaly on the left, because I've seen him doing that. I've seen him do that last season for us. Obviously not for 90 minutes, but still. Is that a thing? I have no clue. Like, I do not really get it. And every day I'm like, maybe it's this. Then a couple of hours later, I'm like, maybe not. So
maybe it's this. Yeah.
I don't know, and I think that's what's frustrating the fans the most. Like, we're getting linked with these players, but it's like, why? What is the purpose? And we're not going to see it until the 10th of August when we play Dortmund, and that's it. And then we play the first game against, who do you play?
Dude,
No, Parma, I think, or
yeah, we
Empoli.
might
I
not
don't know.
even see it against Dortmund because the players won't even be here. Like we're gonna take
Oh,
ages
the
to sign
signing.
these players again. It's gonna happen again. And
Oh,
that's
and
another topic. That's another topic. But
yeah. But
yeah,
I'm actually very. Am I interested? I'm intrigued, scared, whatever you want to call it, but
yeah,
also interested. Like, what are we going to do? Because obviously, if you do that, you're going to move out Nico Gonzalez, who I
yeah, of
think
course.
got also misused a little bit for us. I don't
Yeah,
think he can carry
I
the
have a hot
ball
take
from
about
deep.
him.
Yeah, keep that for the end
Yeah, yeah,
of the show. I think he got misused. I don't think he can carry the ball like we asked him to do, but that's a different
yeah.
topic, I would assume. But yeah, Nico Gonzalez probably you'll try to move him up, and Colt
Yeah.
Miners made it very clear. I'm not doing that. Play me in midfield, fine. Play midfield, I guess, because I don't think Colt
Ride
Miners is
bench.
going to leave, or that,
He's
or
gonna
that.
ride. Miner's gonna ride bench if he's playing in a central midfield role on this team.
It could be because the news is that the club, Fabrizio Romano said the club wants to sign another midfielder, which means probably because Colt Miners is not going to leave. And are they viewing Nico Gonzalez as a midfielder? I don't think so. If you go for Conceição and Jadon Sancho, I don't think they view Nico Gonzalez as a midfielder. So I'm assuming a player like McKennie is on the transfer
Thank God.
board as well.
I'll
But
believe it
let's
when I
move
see
on.
it. Yeah. Let's go
Same.
to
Oh,
the 10 I
same.
picked. Yeah.
With McKennie, it's I'll believe
Yeah.
it as I see it as well.
Yeah.
But let's move on to the next one, which you brought
Yeah.
up. You didn't bring up, but let bring it up.
Yeah. So the number 10 I've chosen again. We've seen him in the Champions League last year. Didn't have a great game. Did he score the penalty shot or did he missed the penalty shot or something? Had a big.
Did he
I
miss
forget
it?
if he scored. He might have missed it.
I'm not sure anymore, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Anyways, he
Let me look
was
it
an integral player in that game with Angelo Stiller and the other guy we got
Yeah.
linked to today, Shabbat. He's on Stuttgart, Enzo Millot or Milot. I'm pretty sure it's Milo because he's French. But again, I could put Nico Paz in the same area, but Nico Paz will cost so much more money, in my opinion, than Enzo Milo. But you pick Enzo Milo because, again, you look at the metrics, you look at what position he plays. He plays as a 10, not a touchline winger. So I went under the assumption we're going to go use 10s. And he likes direct passes into the box. He likes to play forward. He likes to. He doesn't make a lot of runs, but he picks out spots where he can receive the ball. So like he's not going to run like his chicken with his head cut off like Chico or Nico or those guys. He'll pick spots to end up behind the defense or to the side, like an Yildiz does. He's more of a smart, crafty player that way. He's not athletic, but he's one of those players that can influence the game that way with balls into the box, not crossing, like played balls through and all that stuff, linking up. So
Do you think Dybala would have done a good job in this setup?
are we talking about not injured Dybala?
Yeah, just an okay Dybala-ish.
Yes,
like
he would love this.
Okay, but
unless Tudor asked him to come back and track back, depending on how much he was asked to track back. But with the ball, I think he would have loved it.
So, I mean, I think every Juve fan likes that type of player, or maybe just every fan in general.
Yeah.
I think. You said like Nico Paz, it would be. I think it would be the perfect option. I cannot believe that we didn't do anything with it. I know they have an agreement with Coma, but you could have gone to Real Madrid and said, "Here's 30, whatever."
Yeah. I don't know how much they would want, though. That's my thing. Right?
They have a buyback, very cheap buyback, but Real Madrid are not going to buy him back.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening. The squad they have, I don't see that happening unless he has some ridiculous season at Como. I don't see that happening, and I mean that will be the perfect player. We don't make smart deals anymore. That's my frustrating parts. We don't make those smart deals or deals that are just out there. Like it's very clear. Do it. We don't do it. We complicate things way too much, in my opinion, and that's where we are at this moment in time. And I don't think that's why we're not progressing the way the Dybala one at the time was like
it was proactive.
There.
It was proactive.
We signed the mid-season. We signed him
Yeah.
basically mid. I remember that. Like it was well known by April that he was joining
Yep.
us.
He
It was
watched
done.
the final. He watched the Champions League final.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
his last game for Palermo, in front of the cameras, he just said, "Yeah, I'm going Juve."
Yeah.
Different times,
Yeah.
I guess,
Oh yeah.
but that was so obvious. Where it's like, yeah, he's okay. I think Dybala is better than Nico
Oh
Paz.
yes. Yeah. Yeah.
He's better than Nico Paz, but
At
again,
this
how
stage of
many?
where they came, of when he came, and where Paz is right now, yes.
Yeah, I mean, how many? You're not gonna get many Dybalas like every 5 years in the league. I don't think
Yeah.
that's. I wish, I hope that's fun to watch, but it's not really possible. But
Yeah.
still, like it's a player, in my opinion, we should go for, and we're not going for. And
Yeah.
that's when we go for like players for Jadon Sancho, who, by the way, people absolutely hate. I'm not one of the people who hate Jadon Sancho. I like him. I still like him. I do. I know what is, and I'm probably in the minority. By I don't think it's a priority, and we should be signing him. But when he joins us, I think he will do well, better, much better than people are assuming. That's how I'm
I
looking
think
at it. To be
I
honest,
agree with that. I agree. Like he'll have a better season than he had at Chelsea, or like those obviously shit years at Man United. He'll have a way better season if he came to us. I just don't know if we can justify like that price salary for 4 years. That's my only
that I
issue with
agree.
him.
That I
But
agree.
for Nico Paz, you take a shot in the dark with him, to be honest, too. Right? Like he's good. He could potentially be good. You don't
Yeah,
really know his price tag, and he'll be cheap on the wages compared to Sancho and all that stuff. But you're right. I was deciphering between Milo and Paz who to say in this, but like it's that kind of player.
yeah.
Yeah.
But we're not doing that. So
No.
again, what we're also
Yeah.
not doing is your striker. So
Yeah. You put him on the spot here.
improvise,
Yeah, I'm improvising.
improvise.
I'm
What
gonna
do you
be
think
really
is
boring
going
with
to
this.
happen?
It's Colomwani.
Okay, because the news has died, like literally
Yeah.
died.
Yeah, I think
So
they had their the final yesterday, and there's gonna be blowback from that kind of for the next couple of days or so, and then I think they'll just get back at it. And I think what the club wants to do now is obviously solidify the Conceição thing, and because his deadline is as of recording tomorrow, so I think they want to solidify the Conceição thing. I think they want to solidify Sancho in case the two players leave, and then they'll get Colomani because I think they have a decent enough relationship. Comoli knows the PSG people via Toulouse and their connections there, so I think that one was going to happen. And I'm just going to replace Osimhen with Colomani because something I'm just going to do. It's easy, it's boring, but I think
they
it's right
won.
there.
No, I
Yeah,
agree. I
it's right
think they
there.
won. I think they won because if you don't get Osimhen, like there are not many options out there.
There is, dude. It's
Um,
dry. It's dry.
we're gonna pay a lot of money for Colomani because I don't think
Yep.
they're gonna loan him out again. So, are
No.
you okay with the idea of Colomani being in permanently? Because I think that's the only way of us getting him.
Is it 45? Because if it's 45, I'm cool.
I don't know. Maybe, probably. I don't know really what the price is. Depends on Premier League clubs if they come in, I guess. But
Yeah.
let's say it's 45-ish.
If we do 45 and Chelsea does 45, he chooses us.
I agree.
That's how bizarre it sounds, but that's what's going to happen because he actually enjoyed his time here, and he said as much so many times already. It's crazy. He's been here for 6 months, and he said it so many times. And I'm just looking. He's going to turn 27 in December, so it's another prime age player. He needs to play in order to make the World Cup team. He's not going to get like he comes in third fiddle to Pedro already in Delap, right? So
not sure about the lab, but
well, they like him now, and he did a job. So
yeah, I don't think they're gonna go for him. That makes no sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
So I would agree with that as well. Next one, because we need a midfield. Or Romano said we're gonna go for midfielder because Douglas Luiz is going to leave. I forgot about Douglas Luiz.
Yeah.
Like I say, he's gonna leave. A lot of players are gonna leave, but nobody's actually leaving, and it's 2 weeks into the window, literally today of recording. And people are like, stay calm. Nope, not staying calm because we need to do a shitload with moving out players. But who's your name for midfield? There are so many options out there, but
there are, but not at the same time. Like I heard Andre, I'm like, oh no.
What about
Like
Rios? Really quickly.
Richard Rios.
Yeah.
So he's an animal. Like he's everywhere. He's like a what I equate him to, like an Arturo Vidal, but like Walmart version. Like he's almost like same physical style, like same ball play. Like he's kind of that, but like he never like obviously Vidal reached high levels, never touching Champions League and being a bitch though going to Inter, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So if you can get like a Walmart version of Vidal, you take it because he might grow into that. He's also a little bit older than when Vidal came.
I think
I'm
it's
pretty
is it
sure
26, 26, 27?
something like that. Yeah. So you'd already be getting him in his prime. Um, he's 25. He just turned 25.
Okay, 25.
So it's still not old. So you can get like if he comes now, you get 5 years of him at probably his
Yeah,
best peak.
something like that.
But I think isn't he going to Roma or something or Wolves?
As like it's changing every day.
Yeah.
So
Like
that's why I
wouldn't
threw him out there.
if you're going to spend 30 on Andre, I wouldn't mind spending 30 on Rios. That's my opinion on that. But I don't want Andre at all because I think Joao Gomez is better than him, this teammate. But I still don't want any other Brazilian midfielder on my team ever again. Not because they're not good, not because they're whatever, just the history and like trauma we've all been through. That's why
Yeah.
the name listed. I thought about it. I listed this name. I'm like, I'm going back on that right now. Oh, sorry about the dog. He's going nuts.
No problem.
You just mute that for a sec.
But Brazilians with us, they don't do. Beside, like Alessandro had a good period. Like that's probably top still. Bremer is having a good time beside that injury, but Brazilians with us for some reason, yeah, I don't know what it is. They don't like the club. Like they don't.
I don't think they don't like the club. I think they just don't thrive
Yeah, but at one
for
no,
whatever reason.
not like
Yeah,
the club, but I don't know.
yeah,
Something is up. But
yeah. You got
throw
Felipe
the name
Melo,
out
Arthur
there.
Melo, Douglas
Oh my
Luiz.
God, Felipe
Like, you know what I
Melo.
mean? Yeah. So if I and then I was like, Andre Santos. Interesting, right? It's an interesting name. He doesn't like he's playing backup
Yeah,
to Reece James now as a central midfielder.
that's crazy, by the way.
That is crazy, right? So I was just like, and what would he be worth? How much did they buy him for? I forget. 20 mil, I
Ooh,
think.
that's a good question. I don't know. Let me
I think it
check.
was 20. Yeah, go
I
check
thought it
transfer
was
market.
something. I thought it was. I thought it was a bit more, but I could be wrong.
I think because I think they not the bent the rules, but like they got it through the Strasbourg system
The
thing.
Strasbourg one.
Yeah, and I know it sounds crazy because like he's a projected like his stature in world football is like rising and all this stuff, and he's like a really high prospect. But why not take a stab at him? I don't know.
Yeah, it's glitching. I cannot check, but
12.5
uh,
million.
12.5 million. Okay, I thought it was much, much more. Not gonna
So
lie.
even if we offer 25, which is obviously not what he's worth, he's probably worth a little bit more. But again, I can check what transfer market has him listed as because apparently that's what we go off of. Every team actually uses this website, by the way.
Probably
It's
if you
crazy.
if you check transfer market, they will value him at
35,
28. Oh my God.
35. So okay, but let's think about it. If we say again, 30 mils seems like the buzz number here because apparently that's what Andre costs. I would pay that. That's how much Rios costs. Why not throw 30 at Andre Santos? He's a physical monster again. He does everything. He passes the ball like he's just a monster. But then you think about it, it's Brazil. It's
Yeah,
Juventus,
that's
Brazil center midfielder, and that's why you stay away. So
I
it's all a moot point at this point. So, but the Rios thing is interesting.
yeah. Also, I say Rios because I don't watch Strasbourg. Like, I haven't really watched him as well. I watch Rios now,
Yeah,
and he wants to come to Europe, and it's around 30 million. So I think that will be kind of a fairish price
it
in
would. It
today's
would.
market.
Yeah.
Because I think he can play in Europe. I think he's ready and he's good
Oh
enough to
yeah,
play in
man.
Europe. I mean, that's why I threw it out there because I don't know what we want to midfield. If we got linked to Andre, so I think Tudor wants a workhorse, wins
Yeah,
the ball
that's
back a
exactly it.
lot, you know. So where is he going to play? Does that mean Locatelli is going to be moved a little bit? Like
Again,
I don't know. Like, I really do not know
yeah,
what the idea is. And we only have one preseason game, so that's a frustrating part. Even though I understand why there's only one preseason game because of the
yeah,
season we've had, so
yeah,
I get that obviously, but it's a disadvantage for us, especially if we bring on
absolutely.
new players. What makes it worse if we bring them in even later. that makes it much
And
worse.
but
That's
that's gonna happen. Yeah,
oh
it's
yeah,
gonna happen though.
unless we're not signing many players, then it's not going to happen. Obviously,
Yeah.
We keep McKennie and Nico Gonzalez ends up staying. Then it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah.
Honorable mentions.
Yeah. These are players that I think like the first one, it'll be very hard to get.
Yeah,
Like Boyhan Sunset from Bilbao. He's attacking midfielder, one of those 10s. Could also play as an 8, but he's like, first of all, you have to get him out of Bilbao.
Yeah, that's
Second of all, secondly, you'll cost a pretty penny. But he's a baller, dude. He can link everything. He's a drifter that links everything. He'll go to the side, get it from the wing backs, from the 8s, the 10s, the strikers. Like he links everything. Nice player to watch. I don't know if anybody's ever watched him. Nice player to
not
watch.
many times.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Again, like who watches Bilbao? I watched them in the Europa League, and then you watch a couple of games here and there against Barcelona, Real Madrid, right? Like, you're not going to watch Bilbao against freaking Leganes.
Yeah, but
which
Bilbao,
is probably where he does his most damage, though.
Probably.
Yeah.
I've watched the Bilbao transfer market history. It's funny. Like it's basically nothing, and then it's like Kepa 80 million out of the blue, and like they don't sign, they don't. And when they sign, it's just to bring one of those players back that decided for some reason to leave. So
the guy in Torino, the Berenguer, remember him?
Yeah.
I was like, this guy's from Bilbao. When's he going back? and he went back like 2 years later.
I mean, being a sporting director there must be absolutely easy money, I guess.
Yeah.
Because the player, you don't need to convince the players stay. Like they just stay. Yeah. I don't even know if they have a sporting director. I think that there's one person who does like 10 jobs over there.
Yeah, it's the dad. It's the family dad. Everyone there's like, come over for the barbecue after. We're good. You're not going anywhere. We know that.
Other name you mentioned was, I'm gonna butcher it, so I'm gonna.
You want me to say it?
Yeah, I think it's
Felix Nemecha. Yeah.
Nemecha.
Yeah. So that's the Dortmund center midfielder. You don't like him?
He's good, but
again,
the price tag will be.
Yeah, he's 6'4", big dude, center mid, controller. That's a guy that you probably want as one of your 6s or 8s or whatever.
6, yeah.
The pivot guy, right? But he's good.
he's really good.
Yeah,
like he's actually really good. He's underrated because I've seen.
I can't believe he doesn't play for Germany.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna say, because I saw the call up from the German team. It was like 2 months ago, whenever it was, and I saw like a huge debate on Twitter between German fans saying, why is he not being called up? I don't get it, because I thought he had a very good season again. So
he's a good player, man. He's one of the bright spots in that Dortmund team, by the way, last year, because they were not very good.
No, they weren't very good.
Yeah,
they weren't very good. Another name you mentioned was Van Botman, but you you added the big issue with it.
Yeah, he's injury prone. But he's very good when he's fit. And he fits the bill of left center back, left footed, all that stuff. So that's why they're honorable mentions, and they're not like what I think we should get.
I want to throw one.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to throw one more name in before we wrap this one up, because everybody, like, it's not an honorable mention, it's just a daily mention. John Lucumi from Bologna. You know what it is with him? I've watched him, I think, more than any fan, because he played over here, like where I live.
Did he play for him?
Yeah. I watched him week in, week out.
Yeah.
I actually met him as well.
Cool.
He's a fantastic guy. Not from that, like. Yeah. And actually, he's a very good defender. Like, I'm not.
Very good.
He has moments. He has moments where it's like, oof, lights out. What just happened over here?
Yeah.
He's cheap. I think he has a clause of 25. He has a release clause of 25.
Oh, I guess we could just 25. Pay that. Yeah.
You paid it. I think that's cheap, right? 25. Yeah. I mean, if we cannot pay 25.
The Bologna owner and us.
Oh yeah, but he has a release clause, and apparently it's valid even in Italy. So I'm confused why nobody triggered that. Is there something? Because would he improve us? Yes. Like he's better than what we have.
Yeah. He's left-footed.
But long term, he's left-footed. But like, I'm thinking about him like long term. don't like, because I've seen him up close. Maybe I just some PT, and he was actually very good over here. Like,
Yep.
don't get me wrong, but I have some moments where I'm like, I cannot get them out of my head. Where it's like, yes, he will improve us, but a lot of players will improve us at this moment in time.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm being picky, because if the club is like, it's Lukumi or nobody else, I'm like,
No, you take Lukumi.
take Lukumi and Kelly and whatever. Don't touch the grass anymore.
Yeah.
So will you do it for 25?
Again, like your scenario there, like if I could have, like, there's obviously tiers. If Lukumi is in your top tier now because you can't get anybody else, you take it.
Okay. That was my,
Yeah.
basis. That's it.
Yeah.
You can get Lukumi or nothing. So you take it.
You take. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
He's an upgrade on Kelly, who's the current starting left center back, and I think he's currently at this moment in time obviously better than Cabal, because
Oh yeah, for sure.
God bless the kid, but like towards ACL,
Yeah.
young kid, already inexperienced enough. So like you take Lukumi because it's Lukumi, Bremer, Kalulu at that point, and you can be like, okay, this is something we can build on.
I agree. Like if that's if those are the options, even if we're linked with Aguert and all these players, I'm like, Jesus,
just go Lukumi, man.
Yeah, then do the easy thing and tap it in, basically. Okay, people, Julian tried to fix Juve on a low cost ish budget based on names that were not in the media, because I think that was kind of important. That's more fun because well, Giuntoli's list is being recycled by Comoli, or the entire French league is being recycled by Comoli, which is obviously not true. And when I say that, people are like, oh, the French league is good, I never said it's crap, but it's the news doesn't add up. It's like Comoli and every single day there's a new name out of the Liga. That's not normal, and that's not the case.
That's
not happening.
Midfielder. You know the guy, I can't pronounce his name. The Lens center midfielder that Roma's trying to get to. El something. I'm like, where did this come from, man? We don't actually want him.
It's made up news. News. So that's that. But people in the comments, let us know what you think. Maybe you guys have some names. Throw them in, and I will read through them, and I will see if I can live with it, if they're realistic. But
Okay, well, I'll ask you before you finish. Those names, you disagree with any of them?
No, I don't disagree.
No, I'm asking because obviously there's opinions, right? Yeah.
No, I mean, some of them I don't really watch too much of them.
Yeah.
But like I don't watch a lot of Stuttgart. Obviously, he played for us. Hincapié, I've watched quite enough. So I think he's underrated. I said it. Stanisic at Bayern, maybe not as much. But what we have right now, I would agree with that. Obviously, the Osimhen thing kind of collapsed. And I don't watch a lot of Strasbourg, but I was like, Rios, maybe that's kind of my
absolutely.
So I would agree, But you guys in the chat, let us know what names you have. That's not in the mainstream media. And like the video as always. Forgot to say that at the start, but subscribe, like, and we will see each other in the next one. Ciao.